Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? Well, you guys seem to enjoy the first deep dive into the PowerTeam lures baits that I did yesterday, so I'm going to continue with that tonight. The next bait, now, the way I'm doing it is I'm going right down the list of the soft plastics they have on the website. So the next bait is the JP Hammer Shad, which is their drop shot bait. Now they have the 3.6 inch size and they have the 4.8 inch size. I don't have a lot of the 4.8 inch. I've only used it sparingly, but the 3.6 is a really good drop shot bait. Now I have two kits. They back in the day they sold these kits, and I think I just at the time probably got whatever kit A had in it, whatever colors were there, and whatever kit B. So because I have the 3.6 inch JP Hammer Shad drop shot kit A and B. Now some of the colors are obvious, some I'm not quite sure. They probably are discontinued colors. When I look at the website now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 9 colors on there in the 3.6. So I'll match them up the best I can. I definitely have some colors here that are discontinued, but it's a really good drop shot bait, which is also a good Ned rig bait. And I have some of the Pro Packs, which I'll show you. That color is unfortunately discontinued, but I'll show you these colors. If you have not seen the 3.6 inch JP Hammer Shad before, here's what it looks like. So it's kind of a minnow style bait, and that color is actually the old Susky Slayer color, which I don't see on their website anymore, so I guess they stopped making this color, which is kind of funny because I think this is a great color, one of my favorite ones. And so if you look at it, it's your minnow style bait, 3.6 inches long, drop shot. You throw it on a Ned. I was actually throwing them on a Ned last summer and catching a few fish, so it's a very effective bait. It's got that, that minnow body on it. Got a little couple eyeballs there, a couple little gills on the side, and it just has that little single paddle tail type thing. It's not even really a paddle tail. It's just like a little, I don't know what you would call it, but a small tail, so you're going to get a little bit of action from that. But this is a good drop shot bait, and I never hear anybody talk about it anymore. So let me do my best here to kind of match up the colors that they have and that I have, and then I'll show you the ones that are discontinued, and I'll show you the couple that I have in the 4.8. So the Casper Blue Shad, and you'll see as I go through this video series, a lot of, they have a lot of the same colors for each bait in their line. And when they came out with this kit back in the day, it came with a bunch of, you can see how corroded these old drop shot. They came with a bunch of drop shot weights. I know there were hooks in some of them. I don't know if there's any hooks in the other one, but it was a whole drop shot kit. Weights, hooks, and the baits. Yeah, there's a couple old drop shot hooks here. But it's a good idea. I don't know if they actually have the kits A and B anymore. I'll look on the website. I don't think so. I know they have the Pro Pack kits that you can just kind of pick your own colors, and I don't know if it comes with the weights and the drop shot hooks anymore. I don't know. If I can see it on there, I'll let you guys know. But that Casper Blue Shad, I believe, is this guy here. Now remember, this is an old box. They are a little faded. I got this years and years ago, but I'm pretty sure that's that Casper Blue Shad right there. And I'll do my best to show you the colors that I think they are, and then I'll show you some ones that I guess are discontinued, and I'll do my best to try to let you know which ones those are. Okay, the next one is Slam Shad, which I don't think. All right, so Casper Blue Shad. The Slam Shad, I definitely don't think I have. Let's see what's in. Let me do it this way. Let me do what's in the Pro Packs that I have, and then I'll match. Then I'll know which ones I do have that are on the list. I do have checks next to them. So Spicy Goby is definitely one that they make. Right. It says I have it here, but I'm not sure. I'll just do it this way. So here's one they called the Susky Slayer. I should have. They don't make this color anymore, but I'll just show you the baits. I always liked that green, that chartreuse on the belly, and then that green pumpkin on top. I'm surprised they don't make that color anymore. That's a good one. I had just a pearl white, which was always good in dirty water. See, I don't have that many of them left. Pearl white is always a good option. Dirty water. This is bubblegum flash, they called this one. So whenever I see the pink one, and I just call it pink, they used to call it bubblegum flash. I don't see that on the list anymore. I do have it on my discontinued list, though. That was a good one. I don't know what it is with pink baits, but smallmouths just destroy these. Let's see. Perch fry was a really cool color. Unfortunately, they don't make that one anymore. But this perch fry was a good color. Kind of like that kitchen sink color I like. That perch fry color is good. They do have a color listed on there they call gill, which I think I'd have here, but I think that's more of that kitchen sink color. Looks very similar. I'm definitely going to get a couple packs of these when I make an order, just to kind of match up with the colors I got and see if they're the same ones. This is a one, okay, Gold Digger is, no, I guess they don't make Gold Digger anymore. I know they have it in other baits, but I have it in a Pro Pack. This is another really good color you know I like. You can just imagine that, that color right there, like on a Ned rig, on your drop shot. I would definitely catch them. Gold Digger's a good color. It's another one I'm surprised they don't make anymore. And the one they do make still, that I do have in the Pro Pack here, is the baby bass color, which is another good one. This is a good color. Kind of a whitish pearlish with the green in there, with that, looks like is that a green flake or a blue flake? It's hard to tell. I think it's probably, looks like some, actually, let's gotta grab another one. This one definitely has more flake in it than that one. I don't know, I would say it's probably green flake and some black flake mixed in. But baby bass is a good one. That one you can still get. You can definitely get the baby bass, because that is definitely on the list. Yep, baby bass, Pro Pack. There you go. So let me show you ones I know that I've got, and then I'll just go through the rest of them here and show you the 4.8. So I did show you the Casper Blue Shad. I've definitely got that. That's a color you can get. The Slam Shad and the Smoking Minnow. I don't see either one of those. I've shown you the other baits. I don't see anything here that really looks like that, so I'm going to assume that I don't. I will eventually. When I get it, I'll show you. If it does match one of these, I'll... Okay. I'm not even saying there's one here that's kind of faded. That could be it. The Spicy Goby. Let me just try to remember what that color looks like. I think the Spicy Goby, there's two here that I think is it, but I'm pretty sure it's this one here, because this one has some purple flake in it and the other one doesn't. Because to me, that to me is the Spicy Goby. It's got that shirt, that almost like a gold underneath, like a green pumpkin with the purple flake. But this guy here looks a lot like it too, but it has a different flake, so that's probably a different color that they made back in the day. Could be the same, maybe it's just got a little less flake in it, but I don't see any of that purple flake in there. So I'm going to say that's not it, that this is the... So that's one you can get, the Spicy Goby. And there was one other one, Dinner Bell. I didn't have that one. Yeah, Dinner Bell is like a clear with a different flake. The Green Pumpkin Blue Swirl, I definitely have that. I'll show that one to you guys. You know, you've seen that in other baits, so you can still get the Green Pumpkin Blue Swirl. That's a good one. Let's see, the Baby Bass I showed you. And Dirty Ghost and Gill. Dirty Ghost is just like the white color. I think this one is the one they call Gill. To me, I think it's kitchen sink, but I'm going to get a pack and just see and compare them. But they have that color, which is good, because that'll be a good one to get. So let me show you the other ones in here. Got this bluish one. I don't remember what this color is called. I guess it could be one of those like smoking minnow or dinner bell, and it's just faded a little. Let me see if I go on smoking minnow. It's definitely not smoking minnow. I mean, could it be? I would say it's not, definitely not slam shad. Not sure. Could be one of those shad colors. That was a cool one. These are all good. Like, I mean, you just picture these as bait fish imitators. What they called that color, I don't remember. I wish they had the colors on the box. That would be great. This is like a bait fish style color. And this is that other one I showed you again. It's kind of like that gold flake on there. And that's the Casper shad. I showed you that one. So remember, these Pro Packs are very old. And at the time, it came with 48 JP hammer shads, 15 1/0 laser sharp eagle claw drop shot hooks, 3 different weights, a 3/16, a 1/4 ounce, and a 5/8, and then the plain old box. So old school from when JP DeRose was involved with PowerTeam. If you guys still have these, it'd be cool to see them again. And then this other box here had some of the darker colors. I don't remember what this color was called. It was like a black with, I don't know if there's any flake in there. Maybe some, yeah, maybe some gold flake in that one. What they called that color, I don't know. Could be that, nah, it's not that midnight color. Here's another one that was like dark with a white belly. It's another one kind of similar to that other one I showed you. More of a shad color. That one I think is that spicy goby one. Green pumpkin, blue swirl. And then there's this guy here, which is kind of just like a green pumpkin. That's probably like a green pumpkin gold. Maybe green pumpkin gold and purple. I don't know if there's any purple in there. Oh yeah, there is. Like a green pumpkin, gold, and purple. Maybe that was what they called it. That's definitely what those colors are in there. So that was JP Hammer Shad Drop Shot Kit B. I got those back in the day. What I assume happened is I got those Pro Packs with those colors, and then they had these other colors that came out, so I just got them in the Pro Packs. Is probably what I did. What was that one again? The Perch Fry. They probably came out with new colors, and of course I got them in the Pro Packs. That bubblegum flash color was cool. I showed you that one. Just the plain white, pearl white, Susky Slayer. And I'm surprised they don't make those colors anymore. They're really good. And the baby bass they still make. Excuse me. And the Gold Digger. That's the other one that I would surprise they don't make. So, if you guys are looking for a drop shot bait and you've never tried, excuse me, at JP Hammer, this is a good one. It's a little stronger plastic. It's not super soft, so it is durable. But these work well. And it works really good on a Ned. You could probably even do a finesse. If you wanted to do like you could probably put this on a Nico rig. But cool bait. Definitely a cool bait. I don't hear people talk about it. I don't think. Check it out, the JP Hammer Shad from PowerTeam. Now they do make a 4.8 in size, which I never really threw it a lot. This one I think they call Panic Perch, which might be what that other color is in there. And this one is money color. I don't see, let me just check on the website on the 4.8 inch side and just get an idea. It looks like they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 colors. Money, And the other color, they don't make anymore, this panic perch color. So those are the only two I got. But I'll show you what the big size looks like. It might interest you for, you know, it's just the same bait, but it's just that bigger size, that 4.8 inch size. Now, the last time I used this, I actually think, I'm trying to remember, because I haven't used this 4.8 inch size a lot. As you can see, I've only got 2 bags of them. I think I was throwing this, I think I tried this on a Carolina rig. I'm pretty sure. And I think it was actually decent. So you know, a power shot, you could throw this on a Ned, why not? This I definitely think would make a pretty good Nico bait. Now that I'm throwing a Nico rig around, which I have never done until recently that much. I think this would make a good Nico rig bait. That crossover ring would fit right in that first little section there of the bait. And, you know, that going along the bottom with that little tail flopping around, I think this would be good. But, you know, sure, you could flip and pitch it if you wanted to. Use it on a power shot. I think it might be a little big. I don't throw baits this big on regular drop shots, but you can for certain. I would say if I was going to throw a power shot, this would be a good option. Because then I've got like a 3/0 EWG hook on my drop shot, and this tail going around. That would be pretty good. But if you're just interested in the bigger size, they do have it. Not a ton of colors. I've got like one color that they still make, the money, in the Pro Pack here, which is a cool color. Here's that old Panic. I think it was kind of faded, but it looks like, and I wrote it with pen years ago. I guess they called this Panicked Perch, which, whatever that is. It's like that dark with the gold, which kind of looks like that color in that small size, and kind of like a, yeah, that one's a little faded on the bottom. This one's more clear. So it's kind of a like a souped up drop shot bait that you could use for different things. Like I mentioned, you definitely flip and pitch it, put it on a Nico rig, put it on your power shot. You could try it on your regular drop shot. To me, that's a little big of a bait from a drop shot. But the colors they have are the Green Pumpkin Light Swirl, which I don't have, Casper Blue Shad, the color you've seen, Slam Shad, Smoking Minnow Money, which is the one I have there, and the Spicy Goby. So they do have, you know, some options. If you guys like that bigger size, you could check it out. That's it. That's the Hammer Shad, 4.8. Got a couple Pro Packs of that. If I get some more of the big size, I'll show them to you. There is a color that I like in that group that I may try out. The money color is a really cool, that cool blue with the purple flake in there. But quite frankly, I've used the small size the most, which probably most people that throw drop shots. I wish they still made the Gold Digger color. But you can get the Baby Bass. There's a couple other ones that I showed you can still get. And give it a try. If you're looking for another drop shot option, throwing something that everybody else is throwing. You're not like everybody else on Earth just throwing a flatworm all the time. There's a lot of other drop shot baits out there. And this is a very durable bait. And, you know, if your nose gets a little ripped up from the drop shot, from the hook, just put it on a Ned head. This bait looks really good on a Ned. It works very well, trust me. I have used this on a Ned even more the last few years than I've used it as a drop shot. And it works very well. It works very well. And it's a different look for a Ned. It's not like the typical just, you know, a piece of chunk of plastic. It's got that little bit of tail action, so it's nice. So the 3.6 JP Hammer, I'll show you those boxes again. You can get cut, you know what, that's right. Let me just check and make sure there isn't. Let me check the custom box section just for you guys before we move on to the next one. Let's see. Custom kits. So they don't have the, you can get a swinging hammer custom kit, like I showed you. Let's see, JP Hammer Shad Drop Shot Kit. So this one they call the JP Hammer Drop Shot Kit, or the custom 5-inch finicky tickler. So I guess you could get either one. Or you can get, I guess it's 3 finicky ticklers and 3 JP hammers. So that's how they have it. And then you can pick some weights for those two, for the worms and for the drop shots. So they have a combo now with the JP Hammer and the Finicky Tickler, which we haven't gone over yet. But so you can get those kits. They don't have these ones anymore, like when they already, pre-picked the colors, the A and B that they had, back in the day. I got that many, many years ago. But I don't see any other thing with, oh, there, I take it back. I missed it. The JP Hammer Custom Shad Drop Shot Kit. There it is. There it is. So they do have the custom drop shot hit, the custom Shad drop shot kit. And you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. I'm sorry, yeah, 6 colors. You can choose the weights you want for your drop shot in 3 different sizes. So that's pretty cool. So they still do have the kits available. They have hooks available. I only see them list weights. I don't see hooks. So even though this picture is showing, drop shot weights and hooks, I only see the list there to pick weights. So you can pick your drop shot weights if you want some drop shot weights. Here is the JP Hammer list. That's the color chart they have on there. You guys can check it on the website. I'll put a link to it. You can check it out. Some of the colors are still around, like Susky Slayer they have on there. I don't see that on the website anymore. Gill is the one I showed you. Front Runner. Green Pumpkin, Light Blue Swirl I showed you. Spicy Goby I showed you. Dirty Ghost I don't have. Slam Shad and Smoke and Minnow are similar. I don't have those. Casper Blue Shad I showed you. They show Bubblegum Flash on here and also Gold Digger, but I don't see that color come up. Yeah, it doesn't come up when you ask for it. They have it on the old chart, but that's an old chart color they have on there. So not all those colors are still available, but most of them are. But that's it, guys. So if you're looking for a new drop shot option, why not try an old bait that's still available? Different looking drop shot style bait that also can work as a Ned rig. And I think the 4.8, I think that 4.8, I'm going to try on a Nico rig next time I go fishing. But that's it. The JP Hammer Shad. Old school bait, still available though, still available. And remember my code MarkNJBass, save you 15% on your orders. So I'll put links to these and you guys can check them out. If you've ever thrown them before, drop a comment in the section there for everybody to see. But I think they work great. I think they work great. I caught a lot of fish. I could just throw these kits back in the boat back in the day. And they worked. They worked everywhere I went. It's a good drop shot bait. And it's different. It's different than what you're seeing nowadays. Everything is very thin and, different types of materials. Some are good that last a little bit. Some get torn up pretty good. But these baits are a pretty durable soft plastic. So if you want to show them something different, try the JP Hammer Shad. There's those old kits for, show you again, for checking back in the day. Old baits that I got back in the day. But there's times I'll take those kits and throw them on the boat and give them a try, and they still catch them. They still catch them. And don't forget there's that 4.8 inch size too, if that's something that interests you, the bigger size. Which there's a couple colors I think I might be getting to that too. Because now that like I said, now that I'm throwing a Nico rig, I think that might be a good option. But that's it, guys. So that is the second bait category on the PowerTeam Lures website. As I said, I'm going right down the line of their baits, and the next category is one that I'm sure guys will like. Is the creatures and crawlers section. So that's like 5 different baits to show you guys. So it's going to take a few days to get through all those, but we will. And for you guys who like to flip and pitch, especially like I do, that's the section you're really going to like. That's what I think is the greatest thing, and was the greatest thing always about PowerTeam Lures. I thought they had the best array of, flipping and pitching soft plastic baits of anybody there. And they still, they still work. I use them now, and it's some good stuff. So that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like this video. Please share it. If you guys are new to my channel, I am Mark. This is Northeast Bass Fishing, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Mark out.